Good afternoon, class. Is my screen visible? Am I audible? Am I audible? Okay. Hope my screen is visible also. So what we started into the previous class, we have started with basic idea about the architectural modeling. We have discussed what is architectural modeling concept, what else the parts are going to get covered when I'm talking about architectural modeling, because we have discussed the static behavior of the system, then dynamic behavior of the system, or we can say simply we have seen so many different types of a diagram in the UML. If you are remembering so far, we discussed about the basic regarding the static part, where we have seen the different diagrams like use case diagram, object diagram, class diagram. Then we have discussed with perspective of some dynamic strategies like called as what dynamic behavior, where we have discussed about activity diagram, sequence diagram, collaboration diagram, state chart diagram. Then already we have discussed almost 6-7 different types of a diagram. Still, what the different thing we are going to discuss in architectural view. So that was the part we discussed. In architectural view, basically we are going to cover the two different types of a diagram as a part of a architectural modeling. So in architectural modeling, we will discuss the two diagrams. The first is component diagram and second is deployment diagram. So these two different types of diagrams we are going to discuss as a part of architectural modeling. Now, what is meaning of architectural modeling? I told you to remember the simplest example to understand the architectural modeling is to remember the blueprint that civil engineer gives. Before going for an actual construction of a bungalow, the civil engineer prepares an blueprint. So in that blueprint, you can see the overall organization of the doors, the windows and other parts, the room size, etc. And accordingly that they can able to understand how my entire bungalow will look like. So that is what the simplest idea to understand the architectural designing. So just like they are mentioning the steel structure, or what we can say the wiring structure inside that blueprints, you can easily highlight. So that they are discussing about basic architectural modeling. So we discussed what is the concept of architectural modeling, where we said that architectural modeling covers the basic points like components. So we need to find out the different components. We need to find out the different deployments concept. So deployment means hand over it to the customers and customer starts using it. Whenever customer starts using it, if any problems are there or some kind of a modifications are there, so that type of maintenance phase going to get started. So deployment phase is nothing but simply we can say maintenance part. Then the next part we need to discuss is regarding the collaborations, then pattern and framework, and component diagram and deployment diagram. So this is what the basic idea we will discuss, that already we have started. Just a second. Okay, so we will discuss what is a component. Before that, just basic idea about the basic idea about an architectural modeling. So an architecture is the set of significant decisions about the organization of a software system. So it just simply tells us, it just provides the guidelines, what should be there, how you are going to organize the different elements of your organizations, different systems who will be involved in the part of interactions, and how the interactions will take place. That can be represented in two styles. One is an logical architectural and second is as a physical architecture. So when I say is a logical architecture, it just simply shows generic view of the architecture. And in physical architecture, we can see more detail of software and systems are design. So detailed discussion you will get in physical architecture, and the basic design is generic view, simple, you will get inside the logical architectural. Then we have started with the component diagram, and we have discussed the basic definition of the component. Component is nothing but what? Most easily reusable and replaceable part of the system. We will call it as one component. I will repeat what I am saying. What is the meaning of component? So component is nothing but mostly reusable, replaceable part of the system. We will call it as one component. So I hope you are much aware about the definition about the component, because many times we have discussed it. So component is what? The replaceable part of the system. Example to remember the component is, if we consider example of what we can say, mobile device. Inside the mobile device we have the most easily replaceable part of the system that we can easily reuse independent on type of a device is SIM card. We can replace battery also, but battery will fit only with the specific devices. But SIM card is a part of a system which can fit to any device irrespective of their manufacturer. Means whether my mobile is from Samsung or whether my mobile is from iPhone, I can easily replace the part and reuse as it is. That is what the only SIM card. So as a developer's perspective or as a software engineer's perspective, we can try to have each and every, thank you, we can try to have most of the parts will be as a part of the component scenario. So whatever the development you will do, try to develop that in the perspective of component style. So in the component diagram, we are going to discuss the first part as a component. I hope you are clear with the definition. So component, simply remember example as a SIM card, and the definition for the system for the component is most reusable and replaceable part of the system which works basically independent of underlying system. We will call it as one component. Then how to represent the component in UML? This is simple rectangle with two tabs. Rectangle with two tabs represents the component. This is the simple component representation in UML. Now this part, this component will simply donated with the name, that is for example here admission.dll. So this is the component name. So preceded by the colon underlined. This will be discussed as a simple component name. After component, last lecture we have discussed interface also. So what is interface? Interface is a simple collection of operations that are used to specify service of class or component. Graphically, it is displayed as circle or a typical class. It will be a typical class with stereotype of interface. So normally we represent the interface like this, circle we can say, or this is a class notation. Inside this lesser than or greater than signs, inside that the class I am used to represent the interface. So it is called as what? Stereotype. So stereotype means simply remember, जसे की एखादी गोष्ट तुम्हाला माहिती आहे, म्हणजे आता तुम्हाला क्लास कसा रिप्रेझेंट करायचा माहिती आहे आणि तुम्हाला ऑब्जेक्ट कसा रिप्रेझेंट करायचं माहित नाहीये, तर त्या केसमध्ये तुम्ही क्लास नोटेशन वापरू शकता टू रिप्रेझेंट द ऑब्जेक्ट. पण क्लास नोटेशन मध्ये हे मार्क्स वापरायचे, ह्याला म्हणतो आपण बेसिकली लेसर दॅन अँड ग्रेटर दॅन सायन्स. त्याच्यामध्ये तुम्ही कुठल्या पर्पजसाठी लिहिताय हे लिहिलं, so that process we call simply as a stereotype notation. So stereotype notation means it is a type of notation to represent the things in well-known formats. Sometimes we remember only the basic formats, and we sometimes suppose we forget the higher notations. So in that case you can use the stereotype notations. So for example, as I said, this is the circle to represent the stereotype notation. But suppose I forget how to represent the interface, but I know how to represent the class. So I'm using just a simple rectangle. Inside the rectangle, I'm using this marks and I'm writing that though this is a class notation, I will use it for the interface, and it is allowed in UML. So such type of notations we call stereotype notations. So when I'm talking about the interface, there are the two different types of interface. The first is a provided interface and the second is required interface. Now Now, an interface that the component provides as a service to other components we will call provided interface. And second is required interface. Now what is meaning of this required interface? An interface that the component confirms to when requesting services from other components. हे डिपेंडेबल आहे, हे असल्याशिवाय पुढचं पार्ट होत नाही, त्याला आपण म्हणतो रिक्वायर्ड इंटरफेस. आणि प्रोव्हाइडेड इंटरफेस तुमचं बेसिक सेटअप आहे, काय काय सर्व्हिस तो प्रोव्हाइड करू शकतो दुसऱ्या इंटरफेससाठी, त्याला आपण काय म्हणतो प्रोव्हाइडेड इंटरफेस. द सिम्पलेस्ट एक्झाम्पल आय टोल्ड यूज टू रिमेंबर the mobile device and the SIM card. So though you have a SIM card where proper balance inside this, without a device you cannot make a phone call through your SIM card. So that is required interface. Once your SIM is in the particular device, along with making phone calls, you can start your internet services, GPS services. This will be considered as a provided interface. So understand the difference between provided interface and required interface. In detail we have discussed into the previous lecture also. Now this is a common notation how to represent the interface. This is provided interface, this is dependency, so required interface. These services provided, these are the services will be utilized while the system will be up. So we are calling this simply as a required interface. Dependency, this is normal. --9 normally depends, normally shows the dependency. This solid line fixed. This is the simple notation what we discussed. Now coming to the next part, we are starting with ports. Now what is meaning of ports? In computer network subject you have discussed the concept of port. So ports means these are the ways through which you can able to connect with the system. So if you are remembering the concept of ports that you have discussed, so you might have seen ports. These are nothing but way communication is going to get starts. So this will enable communication with system or outside the system also. So this is the only things that will start with the port. For example, my computer, if I consider, my computer wants an internet connection. So the cable should be connected to my devices, my laptop, or Wi-Fi port should be on to use the system for my internet service access and all these purposes. So means what I can say that ports are the only the scenario which will allow us to start the interactions with the system. So without knowing the system, we cannot start the communication. So this is what one of the most important part, ports. So what does the ports? Ports allows us, are used to control the implementation of all the operations and all the provided interface in the component. So whenever I'm talking about the interface, inside the interface, the port concept plays a very important role. It is explicit window into an encapsulated component. All of the interactions into and out of the component passes through the ports. म्हणजे तुमच्या कंपोनंट बरोबर जेवढे काही कम्युनिकेशन होत आहे ते सगळं कम्युनिकेशन कशा थ्रू होत आहे, that happens only through your ports. So this ports plays a very important role. So understanding the ports and implementing that port plays a very correct role over there. So port, without having a port, interface may not work, and if interface does not work means your system is going to get lapse over there. So we need to understand the port scenario. So component can communicate with the component through a specific ports. So just like in networking you have seen the different types of ports are there. So total how many ports are there? If you are remembering, 6, 5, 5, 3, 9. These many ports are there. Some are ports, means if we decide this total number of ports, so this is total port in the system. Out of this total ports, ports are divided into parts like temporary ports, if you are remembering. Some are system reserved ports. Some ports will work only for the system, so known as system ports. Some ports will work for only specific task, so called as ephemeral ports. Some are known as ephemeral ports and some are known as temporary ports. These are basic different types of what we can say ports. Specific purposes are there. For example, if I want to use the services of web services, so the web services will be on particular port, for example 80 or 88 port, 8080 port also we can use. Suppose you want to use telnet, so telnet services will work on which port? If you want to use the FTP services, so in case of FTP, so in case of FTP, we can use two different types of ports, 20 and 21, because in single FTP, we have two different connections. One is a control connection on port number 20 and data connection on port number 21, if you are remembering. So understand, the ports are nothing but these are the gateways through which we can enter to the system and we can going outside of the system. So ports will help us to make the communication possible for all types of system interactions. So it is shown as a small square straddling the border of a component. Both provided and required interface may be attached to the port symbol. So see, this is a port, simple port, through which we can enter into the system and we can go outside of the system through ports only. So simply remember, ports are nothing but simply the doors through which we can able to get communication with the system. So you can just understand, this is just in a component. These are the different types of ports you can discuss. This is type of an interface. This shows required interface. This shows provided interface, prerequisites, post conditions. So you can take the simple chart of this. This is the third part we are discussing regarding the component diagram. First part we have discussed what is component. Second part we have discussed interface. Now the third part we are discussing, that is what? A simple port. So again, different types of ports are there. Okay. Done this? Okay. Going towards the next part, that is called as what? Connectors. As the name suggests, connector means just in a media through which you can able to connect the different devices. So for example, wire between two ports is called a connectors. ज्याच्यामधून आपण दोन ports connect करतोय, just like a path. Connectors are nothing but the path moving, connecting to from one point to another point. Like in case of our example, we can say connecting two different ports. So connecting two different ports through one single media means we are going to assign the path. That assigned path will take a very important step. So it represents a link or transient link. So this is C. This is the simply a link connecting two different ports. These are the two different components. The first is inventory component, second is order handling component. So these two components, these two different types of components are interacting with each other, means they could able to exchange the information. So how they will exchange the information? With respect to only ports, and ports are connected through each other called as one connector. So this is what the basic idea regarding the connector parts. So if two components are connected because they have a compatibility interface, you can use a ball and socket notation. This is just a simple ball and socket notation. This is a socket. This is connector by interface. We can say this is required interface kind of a scenarios. If two components are connected because they have a compatibility interface, you can use a ball socket connotations and types of connector, direct connector and delegation connectors. Remember this. This is direct connector and this is connector by delegation. So one more part is there. As a part of this, we can able to send the scenario, or delegation means authority kind of a scenario. So this is one side communication, we can say. This is both side, full duplex mode of communication. This is half duplex mode of communication, and that half duplex mode of communication we will show by a delegation connector. So just kindly go through this. The wire between the two parts is called the connector. It represents a link or the transient link, instance of an ordinary association, correct? So link is nothing but instance of ordinary association. Transient link represents usage, a relationship between the two components. That is true. Just showing us that the two different components are connected with each others. If the two components are explicitly wired together, either directly or through ports, just to draw a line between them or their ports. So simply we need to represent that the two ports are connected to each others. And there are two types of connectors, direct connectors and delegation connector. Direct connectors like this, no any mediator between them, but here the two ports are just delegating to authorities, means they are just able to make the communication only one side, not going to receive the data, just going to send the data. So that I'm calling as what delegation connectors. So this is what the example we will discuss. I hope you are clear with the concepts. So let's see how to draw the component diagram. Okay, so I will start with the star UML scenario. Star UML, select this. I'll go with the rational approach. I'll save the project first. I'll save the project with unit 6. Save this. Give the name unit 6. Okay. Save this. Okay. Now if you look towards the model explorer, we have a separate here component view. So we are going to draw the component diagram separately in the component view. And in this chapter, we are going to see one more type of a diagram called as what a deployment diagram. So the deployment diagram we will draw inside the deployment view. So let's focus on the first component view. Now by default one diagram is there. If you click over here, so whatever the required parts you can able to see here. So we have discussed about this component, then port, then association, that is what link, and then connector. These four parts we have discussed. These are the types of relationship. At this moment we can simply go either with link or with an association. So expected part is to go with simple association. Okay, so we just need to understand the parts. So basic part of your project comes with a package. So I will select the package and I will insert this package over here, and I will give the name to the package. For example, we can say hospital management system. It's a one package, just a one software. Now inside this software, I can have a different packages over there. So let us see one example. Okay. What I will show you. Hospital management system. So inside this, I have just understand different components there. So select the component, select this, put here. So first component we need patient. Patient one component. I need one more component here. So I'll just put here. I will call as a doctors. Patient there, doctors there. Then we need one more components. So for example, if it is going to get admitted, so we need rooms. So I will call rooms. I will add one more component over here inside this rooms. I can say either ICU or semi ICU. Inside the room we can have the different parts, like whether separate rooms are there or common room, wards. So we can say room comma ward. After doctors will be there, we'll decide the room. Then we'll discuss the another agenda, that is with respect to payment option. The payment will be different parts. Then we need one more scenario over here. So I'll put the payment part here. So one more component we can test different tests over there. So blood test, urine test, X-ray, etc. So test, different tests I can say over here as one separate component. And one more component that I can consider over here, that component will basically focusing on medicines. Okay, so I'll give the name medicine. So these are the different components. So in why I'm considering them as a component, so sometimes just to mention that there is one special hospital which just understand the patient. There is no room facility, there may be no test facility. They're just like an OPD, just open discussions, what we can say. So patient will come, patient will meet a doctor by taking an appointment, doctor will diagnose the patient and will ask to go for some, but that doctor does not have the test and medicine facilities. So I'm considering this as a different scenarios. So yeah. So this patient will interact with the doctor. So this will be considered as an entire hospital management system. So patient will be outside. So patient will be outside of this system package, and inside that we have a doctor's rooms, payments, different tests, different medicines. Okay, so patient will interact with the ports, so I'm considering this as a port part. Okay, so consider this as a port, or I'll consider this as an interface. Okay, will be associated with this through the port. So this interface I'm calling as a patient doctor appointment. Okay, so patient starts interaction with the doctors. Appointment will be done with doctor side. Now once on based on that, doctor may suggest different options will be there. So depending on the patient's condition, may be performed by the test. After the test will may be given to this, or may be given to this, or sometimes directly appointment may lead to an payment options also. Means after this, doctor may ask the patients to admit in the hospital. So that I can say simply as a room size, and based on that they could able to have the link. So everything will be associated with the payments. So I'm just connected this connector. Will connect with this part to this. Okay, so this is a just simple hospital management component diagram. Just a second, I'll start my laptop. So I'm calling this simply as a part of what we can say simply the scenario in which you can discuss the different component and their representations. Is this part clear? This is just a simple component way that you have represented your system. I am calling this simply as a component diagram. Okay. Now this is one way. I can take this diagram outside of the tool. So I'll go to an option file, export diagram. I'll say hospital management component diagram. Save this, visit to the respective package. So we'll go to the respective package. Okay, hands on. This is simple component diagram. Hospital management. See here. This is simple hospital management systems. Management system will be done with the appointments only. And through appointments only, the different parts will going to start and interact. So this is the way, this is the simplest style through which you can able to complete an component diagram. Okay. Now similarly, we can do one more diagram to understand the concept of a component. So this is online railway reservation login form, or the way we will able to perform the scenarios. So I'll show you one more example to draw the component diagram. So select the component view, save this part whatever you did so far, select this, right click, add a diagram, select component diagram, select this as a component diagram, rename it. I'll rename it simply as railway reservation system component, railway reservation system component diagram. Select this. So we will have again here different components. So I'm considering them as the first component, that may be any number of passengers. So consider passenger. Passengers are interested to interact with one system. So that system I am representing in one package called as what? Railway reservation system. So consider this as a railway reservation system. Now inside the railway reservation system, we have a different components. So the first component, the passenger will able to perform first login. So login will be considered as a one component. Component means the entire software coding part is done and is represented in one single package. So I'm calling this as a login package or login component. So passenger always will be able to perform first interaction. That first interaction I will represent directly with the help of this link. The passenger connected directly with this login. So inside that I will show you one port, and then through port they could able to communicate. Okay. So port 1, passenger login port, that is web port we can say. It is added inside this package. I'm showing this port here. Okay. Passengers perform with the help of this port only. So I'll connect with this. Here I'm trying to come outside of this, but it is not allowing me. So it is allocated with this particular scenario only. So I'll connect with this directly system. Passenger connected with this package only. Okay. So the entire scenario will be provided. Dependency. This will be considered as a dependency. Uh, what we can say interface. So that will be like here. So apart from this, I will show you dependency. Sorry, I'll remove this relationship. I will remove this relationship. So this will be considered as a dependency relationship. Okay. So this is the simplest way that I will represent over here. I'll save this part. Okay. After login, see here. After login, they could able to perform check availability. So after login, if the login successful done, I'll go for the new component. That new component is which will be helping us. So I can consider this simply as check availability. Check availability. After the check availability, we'll go for the book ticket, modified ticket, and cancel ticket. So check availability. After the check availability, we'll go for a component, that is book ticket. Then modify with respect to passenger, maybe with respect to date, or maybe with respect to moving from two tire to one tire, or three tire to one tire, sleeper to AC, like this. So modify ticket, or we may go for the cancel ticket. Consider this, we'll consider this as a cancel ticket. Now, inside this cancel ticket, we may have the different parts like fill the form for the confirmation, as will be the final parts, and will be submit this final parts. So I'll consider fill form based on all these activities. Then just for the representation style, I will consider one more separate package. That package will be the payment package, because there are different ways, different styles to perform the packages. I'll consider this as a payment package. So payment gateway, I will say for simplicity, payment gateway. Okay. Then I need a separate package over here, or simply I can say separate ports over here. So separate port will be there. That port I am calling simply as a printer, connected to this directly printer. So I have one interface over here. I'm calling this as a printer, and printer is connected to this port. I have a directly association over here. So I'll say simply link printer ports. Okay. So this is pre-required. we can say required interface and provided interface. If you want to use the printer facility, you must have a printer connected to your device, printer connected to your system. Okay. So we will start simple association over here. Check availability. Inside the check availability, you may have different associations over here regarding the booking, maybe by modifying or maybe by canceling the ticket. If everything is done, you can fill the respective information inside the fill form. Once the fill form part is done, we can go with an interface. So I'll put interface here. This is provided interface. So in provided interface, I have an fill form. Submit the fill form. So confirm. So book ticket. Confirm will lead to an interface, and that interface is providing us interaction with booking facility. So it is associated with payment, and if payment done correctly, then only printer options will be there for taking the printout scenario. So this packet will be acknowledged to the system. So this is what my simple idea that I can use to show the what we can say, this will be the simple scenario to represent the artifacts regarding what we can say, railway reservation system. So I'll take this outside of the diagram. So go to file, say export diagram, railway reservation system component diagram, save this, go to the respective package. Group by date modified. This is the railway reservation system. See here. So this is simple idea about the component diagram and how to draw this component diagram. This is one more simple way, simple style. You need to understand the project. Developer has prepared the different packages over there. We simply need to organize the different packages as per the need of what we can say, as per the need of customers expectations, or maybe as per the understanding how they will treat it, what scenario they will take into the consideration. And once you are done with the scenario, you can easily submit or you can easily complete the diagram called as what, component diagram. So just take the screenshot of this, understand each and every component, and if any doubt, let me know. Take a 1 or 2 minutes break over there to understand it. Done. So this is simple component diagram regarding railway reservation system. Okay. After railway reservation system, we'll take one more example with your assignment. We'll take the part of your assignments in one session. Okay, let's be done. Tutorials. Okay. Okay. Draw component diagram for online examination system. Okay. This part we will discuss now. Draw an component diagram. So tutorial, you can say as a 7. Draw the component diagram for online examination system. So let us consider this case study. With respect to this online examination system, we will draw the component diagram. So save this part. what the process will be there normally. You can start with the component view. So go to the component view, right click, add a diagram, and select the diagram component diagram. The name what I can give, the simple name I will give online examination system. So I can say online examination system. Inside this online examination system, I can draw the different diagram. So I'll consider this as an online examination system. So the package I will consider online examination system. Consider this package. Okay. So who else user will be there? So we will consider them as a separate component. So first component we will consider as a student. Second component that will interact with this system will be, we can say, staff. Teaching staff. So I'll consider as a teaching staff or simply professor to consider. And there will be one person who will be working as a administrator over there. So I will consider them as a simply administrator. So this basically will be able to interact with this. So we'll have a different ports over there, and that specific port will be open for the specific scenario only. So I'll consider this as a port. So this will be for the student port, means student will have a separate access. Some access will be only for the students, or some access will be only for the professor. So accordingly we have a different ports over here. So I'm considering them. So port, this will be for staff. I will say professor. This will be only for admin system administrator. So I can say admin port. So they will interact only with the help of this ports only. So I'm considering this as an interface. So I'm calling student interface. The name I will use student interface. Okay. This is student interface. Student will interact only with this specific ports only. There will be dependency will be allowed in. So this port will be there as a part of student interactions. Same with the professor. I'll show it as a dependency. And there will be always association being as an administrator to admin console only. So association I can see directly. Save it. So connect this part with again this relationship. So I'm just connecting with the connectors because admin will have direct association will be there. So I'm using the connector scenario, but it is not allowing. Might be my system issue. Okay, I'll use this link for the port. Okay, I'll use interface if there is a issue, and will be associated with admin interface. I will say admin interface. So this is required interface. Admin will only able to start off the online examination system. That will be completely done with the administrators. So everything scheduling part will be done by administrator only. So I'm considering them as a dependency or kind of what we can say interface. So, so what else the scenario will be included over here regarding the online examination system? So first is the student registration, then student admin office, exam, then departments, university database will be considered over here. So I will consider again the different components over here. Student, professor. Student will be able to appear for the exam. Professor will be able to submit the question paper. So let's start with this. So they will be responsible for maintaining some artifacts over here. So I'll consider one database over here. So additional notations that I can use. And additional notations I will consider here as a part of database. So question paper set we can see here. Okay, question paper set. So this question paper will be set by the professor. So this will be the responsibility assigned to professor. Okay. So that will be done through the professor's interactions only. So this is associated with professor. Student will appear for exam, means student will first register for the examination. Register which exam he or she is interested to register, means for example you are the student of third year semester 2, so you can appear only for third year semester 2, or depending on your previous backlog subjects if any, only to that exam only you may not be able or you may not be allowed it to appear for DE exams. So that system need to take care. So register for exam. So register for exam by entering PRN number, by submitting the previous result will be considered for register for exam. So admin, after registration, admin will confirm that student whether he or she is eligible or not. So confirm student details filled by students while registering for the exam, and then professor will set the question paper. The same thing will be confirmed by the administrators, set or check or confirm we can say question papers. We can consider this as a part of a component. We can say confirm question paper set, confirm the question paper set submitted, whether it is CBCS or whether it is CGPA pattern, 70 mark question paper or 80 mark question paper, or as per the old syllabus, whether it is 100 mark question paper. All things will be confirmed by the administrators. So this will be associated. Okay, once the registration done successfully, after the student login, can student start simply appear exam? Will appear for exam. Need to select the particular date, particular time. So we need a separate interface over there. That separate interface will be regarding time. We need to take interface appear for the time specific to the time scenario they will work. Okay. So we will consider this appear exam having the dependency. So time appear for the exam will be decided by time. So that has a stereotypes. If I say visibility, supplier and mapping, the name of the stereotype you can say over here as a call or the bind. I can see this is with respect to bind for the exam, means the bind will be for example 2 hours only. So I'll consider this as a 2 hours. So exams will be allowed only for 2 hours. So bind time bond appeared for the exam will be only present scenario, and considering the present scenario only will be for the 2 hours. Then submit the question paper. So we'll have submit question after 2 hours automatically or in between. If my 50 questions has been get solved only in 1 hour 20 minutes, so why should I wait for another 40 minutes? So I can able to submit my question paper, submit my answer sheet. Submit my answer sheet. And after submission of an answer sheet, the message will be given on the screen. So successful, completed or submitted. We'll give the message as an a part. So we will say component instance. That is what after submission will display status of yes answer sheet. Answer sheet मध्ये सबमिट झालंय का प्रॉपर वेने सबमिट झालंय will be decided by click on submit part. So display the status of answer sheet, and we'll have one more component over here. So notification. Respective notification may be by SMS. So that notification will be by, we can say either inside this we can add as an attribute, maybe by SMS or by an email. Status of answer sheet will be again displayed. So after the submit, notification will be given to the students by SMS or by an email on which he has or she has registered for the examination. जेव्हा तुमचा पेपर सबमिट झाला किंवा तुमचा पेपर सबमिट नाही झाला, एवढे क्वेश्चन्स लिहिले तुम्ही like that. चुकी बरोबर that will be displayed inside the results. So we'll have one more scenario over here. After the examination, within the 40 days, so result should be get displayed. So display result will be considered as one more activity. So consider this as a display result. Display result will go to an interface. I can say simply that interface as a printer. You can say results will be generated on mark sheet. So mark sheet, it's a print mark sheet. This will be, I'll consider as a interface. Name I will give print mark sheet. Okay, so consider this, keep over here as a part of interface. After the display results, confirm student details will able to interact directly association. Admin will be able to provide this print the mark list, no other part. So I'll have the association directly over here. Okay, so with respect to that, we can have see here, admin will be responsible for, you can say, confirm the question paper. It is not allowing me. Confirm student details. Okay, and then display results. Enter the results. And the mark list, correct, dependency relationship. So I'll consider their details, just rearrange, display the result. Display results will be passing this notification. Student will be responsible for the register for exam. So this is register for exam. Ports are interacting with each other. I am considering them as a port artifacts. Okay. So students eligibility. Student eligibility will be confirmed and then will be allowed it to go for register for exam. So this is the register for exam. Student eligibility confirm, and then after confirmation student can able to go for the exam. So appear exam. After appearing the exam, submit the answer sheet, other notifications. Professor will be responsible for submitting the question paper. So submit the question paper. So this is just a simple and component diagram which will be discussed for online examination system. So I will save this. I'll take outside of this. So go to an option file, export the diagram, online examination system, component diagram. So consider this, save this. Save this and check the scenario. See tutorials, after the tutorials, hands-on okay. Online examination component system. Okay. So all of you just take the screenshot of this online examination system component diagram. This is what your tutorial number 7. So this is your tutorial 7. So that's all about the basic idea regarding the component diagram. If any doubt there? Yes, any doubt regarding component diagram? Yes, students, any doubt regarding component diagram? Whatever the part we have discussed so far. So to draw the component diagram, we must aware about these 4 parts: component, interfaces, ports and connectors. We have discussed what is component, we have discussed what is interface, provided interface, required interface. Then we have discussed ports, we have discussed the different connectors, and then we have done example of this diagram, railway reservation system, and we have done one more diagram online. If we take example of this online reservation login form, this will be considered for reservation class, this will be considered for access class. So these are the different classes, these are the different what we can say packages, and based on the packages we have done the component diagram. So if any doubt regarding the component diagram, please let me know. Is any doubt there? Reply something, yes, no. Am I audible? Only reply by Omkar. He's saying Nahi sir. Okay, Omkar, thank you. Any other? Any doubt, any query, any question regarding the component diagram? We have seen so many different diagram examples to understand the component diagram. We have seen online reservation system. Then we have discussed the component diagram for railway reservation system. Is any doubt regarding this? Then we have discussed hospital management system with respect to the component diagram. Any doubt there? Okay, if not, then only one part is remaining from this chapter, that is deployment diagram. But deployment part we will discuss in the next lecture. So now what I will do, I will assign one case study to you for which you need to draw the component diagram. So take the example of banking side and draw an example. So tutorial number 7, inside this, draw the component diagram for, I'll consider this as a part A, and for part B, to draw component diagram for banking system. Inside the banking system, we have two scenarios. The first scenario regarding opening account, and second is opening saving account. I will consider opening saving account. So draw component diagram for opening saving account, and one more in the same diagram you can show, or in separate diagram also you can show opening saving account and loan from bank, or consider the second scenario for loan. So you can consider any type of a loan. So for example, I'll consider in more simple manner as a home loan. So I just want to take the home loan benefit from bank. So I will first open my saving account over there. After that, I will go for home loan. So consider these two scenarios and you need to draw the component diagram. So almost half an hour, whatever the time remaining, you utilize it to draw the component diagram for opening saving account and home loan account. Is the assignment clear? We'll take the attendance so that only during the attendance you guys respond. Other else, just okay there. Your attendance, roll number 1.
Present.
Now see. So fast response is coming. Onkar, CIBIL score scenario घ्यायचा. Yes, correct. So see, if you want to go for any kind of a loan, so this loan will be considered based on only your CIBIL score. So very good option Omkar has suggested over here. Take consideration of home loan, because whenever any person apply for the loan, his financial status is checked. Checking the financial status of that person is called as what? Checking the CIBIL score. Credit, basically it is known as a credit based scoring system. So eligibility, how much loan he or she wants to take. Yes, consider that scenario and draw the component diagram. Roll number 1 is present. Next. Roll number 2. Roll number 2. 3.
Present, sir.
Roll number 4. 5.
4 present, sir. 5
4.
present, sir.
6.
Present.
7.
7 present, sir.
Sorry. 7 present. Ahilya. Okay. 8. Roll number 8. 9.
9 present, sir.
9 present. 10. 11.
11 present, sir.
Chaitali. Okay. 12.
Present, sir.
13.
Present, sir.
14. Roll number 14. 15.
15 present, sir.
16.
Present, sir.
17. 18.
Present, sir.
19.
Present, sir.
20,
Present, sir.
21, 22,
Present, sir.
23,
Present, sir.
24,
Yes, sir.
25,
Present, sir.
26, 26, 27, 28,
28 present, sir.
29, 29, 30,
30 present, sir.
31,
Present, sir.
32,
Present, sir.
32,
Present, sir.
33, 34, 35, 36,
36 present, sir.
okay, 37,
37 present, sir.
38,
38 present, sir.
39, 39, 40, 41,
41 present, sir.
43,
42 present.
43,
43 present, sir.
44, 45, 46,
Present, sir.
47, 47, 48,
Present, sir.
49,
Yes, sir.
50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55,
Present, sir.
56, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65,
Present.
66, 67,
Present, sir.
67 present. Okay. 68, 69,
Present, sir.
70, 70. Any correction here?
Sir, roll number 10.
Roll number 10.
Sir, roll
Any
number
other
2.
correction? Roll number 2.
54, sir.
Sir, roll
54.
number 40.
Done? Okay. So what you need to do today, whatever the time remaining, I'm giving that time to you to draw the component diagram for the banking system and consider two separate scenarios. One is opening a saving account draw component diagram for opening saving account, and second diagram that you need to draw again the component diagram for taking the benefit of home loan. So consider these two different packages, two different components, and complete the component diagram. Is the assignment clear? So link I will share. Keep diagrams with you. After that I will share the link. On link you need to prepare and you need to upload all different types of diagrams we have discussed so far. Is this clear? Shall we take a pause here? Okay, Gauri, thank you. We'll take a pause here.